All right, so this is way back. So what, Smash 64 came out in, what, 99, I think? And I remember my younger brother, we would go to this video store, it's called Videos to Go, where they had VHSs, which is something most people don't know about, but there were things as a VHS. And to the left of the VHS was the N64 and Super Nintendo games. My brother saw, and I think on the front cover there was like Pikachu and Mario and Samus or something. My brother thought it was cool, so he grabbed it. He thought it was a Mario game. So he grabbed it, brought it home, and he was playing it by himself. My brother's 2 years younger. And so I'm walking, down the hallway, and I notice I hear, Pikachu saying his name over and over again. I'm like, what the? So I look in there, spamming, Neutral B, right? Thunder Jolt. It's like, what is that? And I'm noticing he's fighting, he's punching, he's rolling, he's jumping. I'm like, this is not a Pokemon game. So I go in there and I look at it and I'm like, give me that, let me play. And so I started playing around and I'm just like, I like this. This is not a Pokemon game, but there's a Pokemon there. This isn't a Mario game, but there's Mario there. You know what I mean? I'd never heard of it before. I'd never seen it before. It was 99, so internet wasn't a big deal. And so I just started playing it with him, and me and him started playing, and that was it. That was the big. I didn't know what would happen, years later, but at that point, that was it. That's what got me introduced to the game. So yeah. So with Smash 64, of course, I was the best in my house, right? And I knew some friends at school, so I had my friends come over and I would beat them and have small little miniature, 10, 11 man tournaments at the house. 2 years later, 3 years later, whatever, Melee comes out, grabbed that game, started playing. It was rough transition because in 64 I used Falcon. That ended up being my main, right? Then I go to Melee and Falcon is, 1,000 times faster, way faster. Physics felt weird, characters felt heavy, stuff like that, and I couldn't get used to it, but I still kept playing. And then one day on the internet, I found out about a tournament. It's called the V Games, tournament series called the V Games. In Texas, there's a city called Katy, and they have a mall, Katy Mills Mall. And so I went to that place, entered a 69-man tournament. I think I got like 7th or 5th or 7th, no higher than that. And I lost to a guy named Scav. He's a well-known player up in Dallas. Could wave dash, could L cancel. I couldn't do any of that. I'd never heard of any of that. And I told you, and I asked him, like, hey, you beat me? How did you find out about this stuff? You're on a level, way beyond me. He says, oh, dude, you need to go to Smashboards. I'm like, what Smashboards? And so he showed me what Smashboards is. Well, show me as in, here's the URL. We didn't have smartphones, but so I went home, I looked it up, and that's it. That was it. Guides, videos, everything they have today, just a lot less because it was relatively new. And that's it. I found an area that I think it was Southwest, or maybe the Southwest wasn't there at the time, but I found somewhere in, maybe the Southwest section was there, and I saw a Texas thread, but it's mostly by Dallas people, which was where Scav was from, and so I got in there and I started talking. Of course, I felt, I'm a nobody, right? And I thought Smashboards was this elite, supreme, only experts go there, that kind of thing. And the more I posted, the more I realized that there's a lot of other people like me. And so that Smashboards is really the introduction to getting better, actually, learning wave dashing, learning L canceling, learning that Marth's tipper and all that simple stuff we know now. That was where I discovered it on Smashboards. So, and it came from Google. I just Google searched Smashboards and it showed up. So that's where I discovered everything. Well, going back to the V Games, like I said, I got 7th or 5th, and I didn't drive at the time, so my parents took me up there, and afterwards we were driving back home, and we live in Santa Fe, Texas, which is way down by Galveston. Long story short, it's like an hour and a half for traffic and all that. And all the way home, I thought about, how well I did, how bad I did. I've never been to a tournament before. This is amazing because, they had the TVs all in a big circle and you're standing there in the food court and you're playing and you're hooking up and you're meeting all these new people. I love the experience, and I always wondered, I've heard of tournaments, but I've never been to tournaments. I never experienced one. And after experiencing that one, I made it a goal that when I get a job, when I get a car, and when I get a phone, I'm going to run tournaments. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. And those small little tournaments at my house were really fests. We treated them as such, tournaments, but they were fests. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess a tournament's just a really big fest in a way. Remember, I'm 16, I don't know anything. And so I use Smashboards, and people who host tournaments use my experiences hosting those, 11-man Smash, fests or whatever. And that was it, man. I decided I'm going to do these tournaments. I'm going to bring all these people out. They're going to make me better. I'm going to make them better. And at the same time, run tournaments. And so that's how it all started. Okay, so Melee to Brawl. Well, everyone I knew was hype about Brawl when they were, because they would do every few days, they would at least unlock a character on the Brawl website. I think it's the Smash Dojo or Brawl Dojo or something like that. Everyone, even Melee players, were hype. And then they realized, as more videos came out and more information came out, L canceling's gone, wave dashing's gone. The game is slower than Melee. That turned off a lot of people. But I'd been playing Melee since literally like the week it came out. And I'm one of the, and at that point, so that was what, 2008 when it came out. So at that point, I've been playing Melee for 6-7 years, right? I got tired of it. Fox was dominant, Falco was dominant, Sheik was dominant, Marth was dominant. The same old stuff that's happening now. It's just slower, but still happening back in the day. And I just got tired of it. So Brawl comes out, they throw in a ton more characters. And I was like, you know what? I want to go to this game. I'm going to move on to this game. So I dropped Melee immediately and went straight Brawl, hosting and playing. That made the Melee scene that I was hosting extremely mad. And they still hate me to this day, but they didn't get over that. But anyway, I moved on to Brawl. And a lot of them picked it up right at first, gave it like a month or two, and then realized this ain't happening. And then went back to Melee. And that's fine, Some people stayed, and of course it's a new Smash game, it's got more characters, so that brought in a lot more, newer, younger generation of players. And I played it for the full, I played Brawl all the way until, Smash 4 came out, did the same thing, dropped Brawl, moved on to Smash 4. Now, that wasn't a hard transition, because Brawl was pretty much dead in 2013, 2014, it's pretty much gone. Thanks Meta Knight. And bad rule sets and people not doing the right thing. But everyone that played Brawl was like, I'm ready for a new Smash game. So they went over to Smash 4. And then, as you know, it's the age of esports, the age of Twitch. YouTube is crazy big. And that just spreads the information and pictures and videos and everything you want to know about Smash 4. They throw in Mewtwo, Roy, Cloud, Bayonetta. All these characters are thrown in there. And it's all these characters. Mega Man was a really, really big one. And I'm just thinking, all these kids out there, they like all these characters. Now they can use these characters, fight the other ones, and the floodgates open. Tournaments all across the country, even today. I mean, Evo's breaking records every single year with Smash, be it Melee, Smash 4. I mean, it's huge. And then since Brawl and Smash 4 are very, very similar, I call Smash 4 Brawl 2.0 because it basically is. That means just these people just transfer over. You got to learn, you relearn a character or two, get used to some new moves, whatever. But as a whole, it's the same game, and so it's easy to transfer over. And so it's been 2.5 years for Smash 4. Tournaments are, I have weeklies bigger than some of my monthlies in Brawl. You know what I mean? It just shows how much, how big the scene's gotten and how many people actually care about Smash. And so, yeah, that's just all the transitions I've made since then. I've been TOing the whole time. So in Houston, it's massive. It's never been bigger. Well, when I say bigger, meaning in Brawl compared to now, Brawl was nothing. Melee compared to now, Melee was nothing. Yeah, some people still play Melee. Some people still play PM, and a few people somewhere in a basement still play Brawl. But as a whole, the Smash 4 scene is the biggest scene we have. The people in it, they're a bunch of younger people. They're a bunch of newer generation people, which isn't a bad thing because that's what fills the tournaments, right? But at the same time, for the people who are listening, they don't know, we have like 7 or 8 weeklies in this city. That's a lot, especially for one city, Houston. 4 million people, 7, 8 weeklies every single day of the week. Some events are 2 days a week. And I feel like while that is a perfect opportunity for everybody to go out and play Smash, why should I choose your event when I can go to his? Or why should I choose his when I can go to yours? Or why should I choose mine when I can go to... So you have lower turnout all the way around instead of just 1 or 2 weeklies with extremely high turnout. And so you may have a pro player that goes here all the time but never here. So now these kids don't get that experience, that type of thing. So is it bad? Personally, I think it's bad. I would like to have monthlies and like maybe 2 weeklies. So in that way, everybody fights everybody at just a few events. So you get more experience that way. But it's not working out that way. Whatever. You just roll with it. But in terms of the ability to play Smash, every day of the week. Hell, today's Monday, right? Worst day of the week. And you got a weekly here. You got a fest up north. So there's always a chance to play Smash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired. I really don't play Smash 4 that much. I survived Brawl, and I mean survived. Smash 4 is relatively the same thing. I don't want to play that. I mean, I don't play it as much. It reminds me too much of Brawl, and I'm done. You know, I'm done. And so, but I still TO because I still enjoy bringing people together, because at that one day, that one 12-hour period, we're all the same. Whether you're tall, short, male, female, poor, rich, it doesn't matter. You're all gamers. At that one day, you're all gamers, and I love that feeling. I love bringing all these people together. And also like DQing people. That's really fun too. But no, I won't be doing this forever. I'll finish out Smash 4. Smash 5, I might do some, like maybe some weeklies. I'm not going to do monthlies. I'm not going to do nationals. I'm not going to do regionals, you know, whatever. I'm tired. School, work, family, non-Smash things are much more appealing now than Smash. Maybe it's because I'm old. I'm an old man. I'm 29. Maybe it's because I've been TOing for 13 years. Maybe it's because these newer generation kids, in general, they're not the nicest group of people. In general, I feel like they're more entitled than the previous. And my generation's entitled, absolutely. But I feel the younger than me, are even worse than that. You know, they want everything handed to them. They're you know, I don't want to go too deep into it because it's just bashing people. But I'm just tired of it. And so you can only take so much for so long, right? And so I'll finish out Smash 4. And I'll pass the torch on. I'm not entirely sure to who, but I do have a few, you know, like Grim Turtle, if he's willing. I would be Trella, if he's willing. But who knows? That kid may be playing till he's 80. I don't know. But no, yeah, there's a few people I have on in my mind. But of course, it all matters only if they want to do it. You know what I mean? If they don't want to do it, then that's it. I'll quit, move on, and I mean, there's 7 other weeklies. So in the grand scheme of things, who cares? You know? So we'll see. Well, right now, our major player, not only in Houston but in Texas, is Trella. Everyone knows Trella, the Ryu main. He's ridiculous. Then we have Cosmos from Dallas, the Corrin main. We have Mega Fox from San Antonio. Other than those three, most everyone else really doesn't. They're not at their level. I'm not saying they can't get there, but they're just not at their level. And it's been 2.5 years. Yes, things can change. Anything can change. I'm just not seeing it. The only person that has, well, in my opinion, it is Trella. And so, you know, is Texas terrible? No, but we're not good. You know what I mean? Do I think we can get better? Yes. Will we get better? I don't think so. But again, things can change. I think the weeklies will stay around. I think their turnout will lower, and some will have to, you know, call it quits. That may help the other weeklies. But as a whole, like if we're not getting any more DLC, if we're not getting more patches, if the results basically stay the same, Trella winning everything. A lot of people, it'll happen the same thing in Brawl. People just get tired of the same old stuff, you know? And of course, when new games come out, new Street Fighters or new Call of Duties or new Halos or whatever, you lose people, you know? But as a whole, I really wouldn't worry about it. I mean, if you want to play Smash, there'll always be an opportunity. It may not be as big as you want, but there'll always be opportunity. I don't think it'll ever just flat out drop dead like Brawl did. I don't think that'll happen. Unless maybe Smash 5 comes out, but Smash 4 will be fine for a while. Shoutouts, other than everybody who's ever attended my event for all 13 years, they keep showing up. If they don't show up to mine, they go to someone else's. Thank you. Whether you choose mine or someone else, you going to tournaments gets someone else better. It gets you better. It puts money towards a venue that can maybe give that back to you, like my events. Everyone who shows up, I get $1 from you, and I put it back as a pop bonus after 10 weeklies. I put it back as a big pop bonus. Other people, they use it to get a bigger, better venue, bigger, better stream. So thank everybody who goes out to tournaments, because without you, tournaments wouldn't exist. There would be no pop bonus, no pot money, no tournament, you know? So, and for those that have never been out to a tournament, who stay at home and play Wi-Fi, or maybe just stay at home with friends and brothers, go out to a tournament. 9 out of 10 times, yeah, it's kind of scary at first because you've not met everyone here, but once you get, you know, warmed up to people, it is a phenomenal experience. So get out there, go play people, go meet people. You'll make Smash friends, you'll make real friends. It's just a really, really good experience, and it gets you out there, gets those social interactions going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, go out to Smash tournaments, and thank everybody. I thank everybody. Whether you like me or don't like me, go to my tournaments or don't go to tournaments. Thank you for going to tournaments, because that's how the scene continues. So yeah, that's the shout-outs.